So welcome back, everybody. This is we are in the process of making cream cheese frosting for our delicious vanilla cream chocolate cupcakes that we've been making in a prior video. And in the mixing bowl of our KitchenAid mixer, we're going to add 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. And this I just left that at room temperature so that it would cream much better. We're going to go ahead and put that into our mixer. And to that we're going to add a half a stick of butter. And that's also at room temperature so that it's easy to cream. And we're going to turn our mixer to about a medium so that it can cream much faster and it'll cream much better. We're going to go ahead and stop the mixer, and with a spatula we're going to just get everything off of the beaters and scrape down the sides. That way you know that everything will get evenly incorporated. Okay. And now we're just gonna give it another mix. You basically just want to mix the two together until you can no longer see the white of the cream cheese. So obviously it's pretty well incorporated. And before you add your powdered sugar, make sure you scrape everything off of the sides and everything's off of the beater. It'll make for an more easy incorporation of everything. So I have everything off of the sides and off of the beater. And now the next thing we're going to do is add, in this green bowl I have 4 cups of powdered sugar. I have not sifted them. You don't need to sift them, but if you want to sift them, go right ahead. We're going to go ahead and add that to our bowl. I'm just scraping this with a large spatula. Okay. Now we have that in. We're going to turn our mixer, and you want to do this on low speed so that you don't get sugar flying everywhere. Since my mixer does not have the flour shell attachment, we just want to start this on low speed. And you want to cream the ingredients until they're nice and creamy, and the powdered sugar is well incorporated. You probably will need to stop your mixer halfway through, just to ensure that your powdered sugar and all of the other ingredients are getting well incorporated. And remember to always get everything off of the beater too, because sometimes you'll get pieces of unmixed butter or powdered sugar. So we're going to go ahead and turn our mixer back on. And blend our powdered sugar into our butter and cream cheese. Now this is pretty well incorporated now. We're going to go ahead and just give it one last scrape just to ensure that everything is well incorporated. And the next thing we're going to do to this cream cheese frosting, we're going to add our flavoring. And we're going to use the same flavoring that we put in our cupcake batter. This is just a vanilla cream flavoring. And you can just get this in the candy making section of like Michael's, or you can probably get this online. And we're going to put about a good 10 to 20 drops of the flavoring, because you really do want to taste it in the frosting, because that's the first bite of the cupcake you're going to get. So that's well incorporated. And now we're just going to remove the beater and remove the bowl from the base. Just make sure that you remove all the excess frosting off of the beater, because you don't want to lose any of this delicious frosting. And then the last mix we're just going to do by hand with the mixer. Okay, that should be pretty good. Now remember to get everything off of the sides and any unmixed bit. And you'll be able to see when you do this, when you give it the last mix, if it needs extra powdered sugar, if it's a little too loose, or if it's just spreadable enough to be piped through a piping bag, which is what we're going to do. And my frosting is perfect the way it is. So we're just going to set this aside for a second so that I can show you what our baked cupcakes look like. And these have already come out of the oven and they've been cooling in the pan for quite a while, actually for a few minutes. And this is what the finished product looks like. They're not, some of them are taller than others, but that's okay. You pretty much just want to do them pretty even. And I stuck a toothpick in the center and it came out clean. So I know that they were already done. And it depends also on like the temperature and the weather, and also the temperature in your house, how long these are going to bake for, and if your oven is calibrated properly. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put our frosting into a piping bag. And here, just for easy decorating, I have an extra large piping bag, and this is just a disposable one so I don't have to wash it. And this is with a star tip. And this tip is a 1M. That's a very large, fairly large star tip. And we're going to go ahead and fold the top of the piping bag. That'll make it easier for you to load your